Dear students, my name is Dr. Rachna Prasad, Associate Professor, Communication Skills, Applied Science Department. Today I am going to discuss about importance of communication for technical students. For engineers, to be successful over your course of career, communication skills are as important as your technical education. Let me just start with what is communication. Communication is the transfer of information from one person to another. So how are we communicating? Either in the form of reading, writing, speaking or listening. Communication plays a vital role in your course of career, starting from your college days to acquiring job and then facing interviews, and in your day-to-day life also communication skills are very much needed. See, we can say that without good communication, an engineer is like a computer without an operating system. So communication skills will start with, if you have good communication skills, then you can create an understanding, a bond with others, and this will help you to not only to excel in your field but to rise and keep your position ahead. Then we are going to start with the points which will help you in making your communication effective, and where is the need of the communication. First of all, group discussion. For engineers, most of the activities are in groups. So it helps you not only to communicate easily in groups, but it helps you to put forward your thoughts, queries in an effective manner. Then next point, for cracking interviews. For cracking interviews also, excellent communication skills are required. Business world is full of presentations. See, for example, your boss asks you to make a presentation. You have made a very nice presentation, but your presentation, way of presenting the presentation is not effective, then it will not create a good impact in front of the others. Let me just tell you, at least 75% of the projects fail because of the management or the leader was incapable to communicate to their employees about the presentation. Then next, explaining presentation. See, I am just in this era of LPG. LPG means liberalization, globalization and privatization. Communication skills will help you to unlock the door of success. Then next, commercial activities. Most of the engineers have urge or desire to sell their innovations, their ideas and their progress to companies and get it copyrighted. For that also you need excellent communication skills or effective communication skills. Then next, leadership. There is no point in your leadership when you cannot put your point across the table, no matter how competent you are. Means you are very good, but you cannot present your point across the table. You cannot convince others, you cannot persuade others. Then what's the point of your leadership? So you should have the convincing power to convince others, and this is the major role of communication which helps you to develop your leadership skills. Then next, your job opportunities. There are numerous job opportunities for engineers. See, engineers, if you are an engineer, then global company, global clients, you have to face them, you have to discuss with them. Then how you will be communicating with the global clients? Then in the form of emails, in the form of sharing a meeting, in the form of discussing with your colleagues. Again, what is needed? Excellent communication skills are needed. Communication skills will not only help to excel in your career, but it will help you to keep your position as a manager in your organization. See, many of the projects in our college, or we can say in any organization, whether it is intra-group, interpersonal level or external level, These projects were given ahead to others when the manager was keeping their view in front of others, was capable to keep his view in front of others. So then next, students, in my opinion, you should start learning communication from your college days. This will not only help you to occupy a good position in an organization, but it will help you to excel in your field. See, nowadays companies or recruiters are searching for those students who are having diverse sets of skills in different working environment. Okay, so I am just summing up. Keep your communication good, interact with others, and keep a mark on others.
Hello students, I am Leesa Santosh, Professor of Communication. Now I am going to give you the view of communication. Now the communication is totally globalized, and the communication is a part of the main world, because without communication we are not able to interact with each other. Now here we can see that importance of communication for the college students. Now in the number 1 part, it is written over here, group discussion. Now the group discussion means group is one and more than one more people, or the students. When they gather together, they discuss many things, and we are interacting with each other not only through the words but through the body language also, and that give you the interaction between the emotions and the attitude and the behavior. When they connect to each other, then we can form the teamwork there according to the group discussion, and we making the group discussion to the moving to the part of the solution part of the. Okay, now coming to the cracking interview part, because we are learning to crack interviews, and interview needs what? The confidence level to boost our things. So while we are interacting with each other, we can see how the person is nervous or how the person is confident. Through the language we are expressing our view. That means the person can understand my words and my emotion and my feeling. Then the person is confident that I can express my things to the other person without any fear parts there. Now coming to explaining the presentation part. Now in all the part we need the presentations. For example, I am presenting over here of the communication, isn't it? In that communication, the body language, mainly my eye contact will be there according to the each person who are my listener or my audience there. That means I have to speak that particular language that I can connect with my audience or my students there. So that is one of the presentation that we have to maintain the things there. Now coming to the commercial activities over here, we have many things there. Now we move to the marketing part also. We are going to the sales part. We interact with the boss, upper part. That means the hierarchical level there. So we have to maintain where to obedient part, where we have to make the orders there, where we have to be the good listener, and according to that we are going to work and flourish our nation as well as the society and make the nation in a good particular in the developing part over there. Now coming to the leadership, we all love to be the leader, isn't it? So becoming a leader part, we have to be a good listener, as well as the selection of the word is much important. If sometimes the words is coming to our ear and it is not appropriate to speak in the middle of the audience, we have to delete or reject that particular word, then only we can able to speak. हर कहीं पे भी हम कुछ भी नहीं बोल सकते हैं, because हमारा वर्ड जिस प्रकार हम अपने ड्रेसेस को सिलेक्ट करते हैं, जिस प्रकार हम अपने खाने को सिलेक्ट करते हैं, उसी प्रकार हमको अपने शब्दों का भी चुनाव करना आना चाहिए. And that is the quality of the leader. And along with that leader, all the group will follow the part thing. If the leader is good, all the team is automatically to be coming to the group, and he will be the motivator through. How is the motivator? Because he is using his words and the speaking part and respecting each and every person in that team. Now coming to the job opportunity, because the students mainly or the other person, each one need hike in their any environment part. So what the opportunity, wherever the opportunity, definitely the challenges and the struggles will be there. So the thing is that how we are grabbing this opportunity, whether we are taking the job or in the entrepreneur or in the business field, wherever we are having the opportunity, definitely there will be the challenges and the struggle will be there. So we have to overcome that through discussing with each other, because we all have the SWOT quality, that is the strength, weakness, opportunity and threat part is there. So what we have, every person has some weakness, some have strength. So while talking or while discussing, while communicating with each other, we are overcoming our every problem and making our things in a smoother part. That is the base of the communication. I hope you will be learning much better there.
Now we are going to discuss about the syllabus of BT103. In unit number 1, you will be studying identifying common errors in writing. Here you will study articles. Articles you might have studied from your KG1, KG2 like that. So let me just tell you about the articles a, an and the. A and an is used in front of singular. Here we will study articles, subject verb agreement, preposition, active passive voice, reported speech, that is direct and indirect speech, and sentence structure. Then in unit number 2, it is basically related to vocabulary building. Okay, here you will study synonyms, antonyms, then prefix, suffix and reading comprehension.
Now in communications, we have 5 units over here. Identifying common errors in writing. Number 2, vocabulary building and comprehensive. And number 3 will come to the communication skills. Now in the communication skills, we have the processes, receiver and sender, all the details we are learning, how the process of communication moves over here. Now coming to the 4th unit, developing writing skills. Now in engineering part especially, we have the reports writing. There are many types of reports and various type of reports, and it is the quite long reports usually the students write. So we need basically the skill with the patience to write it, the habits of the writing. Okay, now coming to the 5th unit, business correspondence. Now here in the business correspondence, mainly we are going to the form of the various types of letters through writing part, through emails, fax and everything. That means we are dealing with the most companies, whether it is a private or it is the public, government, etc. So we have to form the writing skills, especially writing as well as the communication part. So all these 5 units are quite important. If you are moving to the betterment of the communication, you will be having the good life and interacting in the most pleasant way in your life. Thank you.
3rd unit is basically related to communication. It is basically related to communication, process of communication, barriers of communication, verbal, non-verbal communication, importance of communication for technical students. Then 4th unit is developing writing skills. Here you will basically study about report writing, trouble report, progress report and different types of report you will study, and planning, drafting, editing also you will study. And then 5th unit is basically related to business correspondence. Here you will study about how to write an email, inquiry letter, quotation letter, order letter, complaint letter. So in this 5th unit, see how you will communicate with your seniors, or if you want to write an order letter, then how you will be ordering. Then if you want to write a complaint letter, so here you will study how, if you are writing a complaint letter, then how politely you should write. And if you are writing an inquiry letter, how you will ask for requirement of goods, etc. Now we'll discuss about the practical scheme. So here you will have theory as well as practical, and 100 marks will be there for your theory paper. End sem, that will be of 70 marks, and 20 marks for mid sem. In mid sem we will consider best of 2. Then 10 marks for your assignment. So total 100 marks is there in your theory block, and then 50 marks are allotted for your practical box. The 30 marks for your practical viva, and then 20 marks are allotted for your seminar or quiz, whatever we are conducting in the college. So total 150 marks.
Now you understood all the schemes and the syllabus of the communications and the importance of that in the daily life. Now we are welcoming you, all the students, those who are coming into our college. We all teachers and the professors and everyone from the dean, director, CMD, everyone are coming, waiting for you. And we all together, we learn and flourish our nation in a better way. Thank you very much.